Thank you for listening to 1252 Sports Chicago. You are listening to 1252 Sports Entertainment. Parental discretion may be advised.
Woo! It's about that time. Fat Mike, Chicago Sports. Yeah. Woo. Finally here. Shot City Sports is right here. Updates on news, get it here. No rumors, cause we keep it real. Fat Mike. Woo. Sit back, relax, sugar beer one of them nights.
Hey, this is Carmen DeFalco from ESPN Chicago, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Sports Show.
Hey, this is Dave Richard from CST Sports, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hi, this is Jesse Rogers from the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott Merkin, the longtime White Sox beat writer for MLB.com and proud graduate of the University of Michigan. You're listening to me on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
This is Chuck Arfine, and you are listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. It's the best.
Hey, what's up? This is Greg Braggs Jr. from Braggs in the Stands, and you're listening to my guys on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. Boom!
Hey everyone, Fred Huebner from ESPN 1000. Great to be on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. I'm Dan Zaborski, senior writer for Fangraphs, and you're listening to Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
I'm JJ Stankovich from NBCSportsChicago.com and the Undercenter podcast, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey Sparkle, you know what I listen to? It's the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show with my guy, Fat Mike. If you listen anywhere else, no jock. Listen to Fat Mike. He's the best.
All right, and welcome back, everybody. I'm finally alive, and I'm finally back in studio. Can you believe it or not? Look at me. Look. I'm live and in person. Look at me. I even dropped a few pounds because all the liquid they took off my lung. Look at me. I look fresh and in charge. I got some muscle tone. I'm doing good right now. I'm doing good. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to be back. It is finally football season, baby. It's finally football season. Here we go. We got games kicking off tomorrow night. We got the Bills and Rams kicking off tomorrow night. And our Bears take the field against the 49ers at home this coming up Sunday. And we're going to get into all of that tonight. We're going to be talking Bears. We're going to be talking White Sox and their big win tonight, 9-6 against Seattle. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Lots. But before we get going, guys, again, this is the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. I'm here live at the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill Studios, 159 here in beautiful downtown Lockport. Amazing place. Look at this place. Look at this. It's everything that you ever had to ask for. Everything. It's perfect down here. I love it. It's nice and cool. Nobody bothers us. It's beautiful. But I want to give a special thank you to every single one of our sponsors, Nik Ivy Brewing in downtown Lockport, where this coming up weekend, this coming up Sunday, we have the tailgate to 1252, the 1252 tailgate live at Nik Ivy Brewing Company. It's going to be a great time. Tickets are on sale right now. Go to nikivybrewing.com. For $40, you get 2 free beers, 3 free raffle tickets, and a big old pizza party. So you get to fill your face with a bunch of food, and it's going to be great. A watch party, pregame party with Fred and I hanging out, talking pregame for the Bears and 49ers. It's going to be a great time. We got Jonathan Darren and his team over the Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group right here. These guys are amazing. If you guys are looking to buy or sell a home, these are the guys that you need to talk to because they are the best. We also have Coach's Corner out in Tinley, out in Orland Park there. Great beer, amazing food, the best chicken wings you've ever had in your life. Fozzie Football, which is the game to play this season while you guys are hanging out, farting around, doing your thing, watching your Bears games at halftime. Halftime, what are you going to do? Besides stuff your face, you play fuzzy football. That's what you do. You play fuzzy football. You have a great time. It's a great game. It is the best tailgating game of the year. Make sure you guys get on that immediately. We have the Megaplex out in Homer Glen, and their big time bar on the inside. It's absolutely game time bar and grill. Fabulous. A great beef sandwich. Great beer. Bronco is my guy. He is the man. Habano Cigars out in Homer Glen. Listen, guys, I've been talking about these guys the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks, I've been going there grabbing stogies. They have the best cigars. They have the best team there to point me towards the right direction of what type of cigar I want to smoke. Habano Cigars on Homer Glen. You can't miss it. It's right there on 143rd, 13303. Best cigars ever. They truly do. They're the best. We got Papa Joe's in Lockport, Norland Park. Pizza. They're the guys that are supplying the pizza for the party this weekend. So make sure you guys get your asses on down there and eat some pizza. They have great calamari, great salad, great, amazing pasta salad, and really, really, really outstanding pizza. We also have Stagecoach Saloon in downtown Lockport, where drinks are cheap, food is plentiful. We got it going down there. Not only, but our one and only guys, the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill, 159 out in Tinley Park. These guys are our bread and butter. I love these guys. The Whistle, Mark is a great owner. His staff there is fucking fantastic. And listen, I can't say anything more about these guys there. They have the coldest beer on tap. They have amazing food, and we're going to be doing a show down there as soon as we possibly can. So make sure you guys keep on the 1252 and get everything going. Make sure you guys are paying attention to what's going on with the Whistle. Make sure you guys are paying attention to what's going on with 1252 because we are going to be there. So thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. And it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait to keep this thing going. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So let's dive into things, guys. Let's dive into things. I'm gonna shrink down the window to where I can see some comments here. I already see some comments popping up. We'll get to it as we're going. But guys, hey, listen. Okay? Listen here. The White Sox. What is going on with the White Sox? Do they want to win the division or don't they? Okay? Today, big win for this team, 9-6. Did not start off good. Kopech got his brains beaten out a little bit. Julio Rodriguez hit him for a double. And Eugenio Suarez hit him for a 2-run homer. Boom, boom, boom. Sox are down 4-0. This is what I'm saying. And this is something that I've seen the last week, ever since Tony La Russa has hit the hospital bed. The White Sox need hustle. Hustle. All right, now that may be few and far between for some of you guys out there, but hustle is a big thing. Hustle is something that you cannot picture in a guy. You just automatically assume that your players are going to give it their all. Abreu today, running out what should have been a double play, beats the throw to first base. Abreu hustling down the line. I mean, hustle. 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 Hustling down the line. Beats the throw to first base. Gets challenged by Cora there. And he beat it out. He was safe at first base. Can you believe it? Jose Abreu, safe at first base. The very next pitch to Eloy Jimenez, bam, out of here. Cuts the lead in half. This is the stuff that can happen, guys, with this White Sox team. They have plenty of guys. Yeah, I know. They say, oh, we're full of DHs, blah, 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 blah. We have a lot of DHs. Yeah, you do. But you also have plentiful power on this White Sox team. And if you get on base, things can happen. Things can happen for this White Sox team. It cut the lead in half, made the White Sox down 4-2. The White Sox ended up winning this game 9-6, boys. 9-6. 9-6. It's a big thing for this White Sox team right now as they're hunting and trying and literally scrambling and clawing their way, trying to win this AL Central. It could be a big thing. This team needs to get in there. If they do not win the AL Central, they will not be a playoff team. Plain and simple. You get the Baltimore Orioles right now, 2 games above the White Sox in the standings, and they're in 4th place in the AL East. All right? The White Sox need to win the division to get into the playoffs. It is what it is. And listen, I know my Cubs suck, okay? I'm not going to sit here and chirp about the Cubs. I know my Cubs stink. They're terrible. Okay, they're terrible. As I'm cracking open the beer. All right, let's see. We got some comments here. Who's the comment here? Harry Berg. Ex-Cubby Eel Jimenez had an awesome day. Thanks, Cubbies. Yeah, you can have him. Harry Berg's going to be joining us here in a minute. He's going to give us his pick for the Thursday night game. And don't forget about Harry Berg's show on Friday night, the Over Under podcast. Him and Peter Blake talking about everything football. Harry is a master when it comes to football, an absolute master. So you want to win some money? You got to tune in on Friday night to Harry the Greek and the Over Under podcast with him and Peter Blake. But I mean, let's get real here, okay? This White Sox team. This is the last thing I'm going to say about this White Sox team. Right now is the time. You have to figure it out. All right. I don't know what's going on with Tony La Russa. I don't care what's going on with Tony La Russa. Right now is the time. It's make it or break it time. You went up in Seattle. You got 2 or 3. Cool. Do what you got to do. Now you got 4 against the A's. Figure it out, because this has always been a hectic trip for the White Sox, this West Coast trip. Playing Seattle, playing the Angels, playing the Athletics, whoever else on that East Coast. It's always been trouble for the White Sox. It always boils down to the last couple innings where you win, you lose. They got to get in order here, because this is going to make or break the White Sox. You got 1 game against Cleveland. You go back. You have a couple games against Arizona, the Rockies, whoever the hell else you play. You got to get it going. You cannot sit there and play these games lightly. For you to make the playoffs, you have to win the division. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, guys, really quick, before we keep on going here at 7:14, when we come back here, we're going to take a quick little break, give a couple sponsors their love. Our sponsors here, Nik and Ivy, John Darren, and Coach's Corner. We're going to give them their love. And when we come back, we are going to be back with Harry the Greek. Harry the Greek. I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. I see him in the green room. He's wearing his socks garbage. I cannot wait to bring him on. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to be talking what he has going on this coming up weekend for football. And not only that, we're just going to give away his Thursday pick. You guys got to tune in for Friday for the rest of his picks, because Friday is where it's at. Friday is definitely where it's at. So, in endo, guys, we'll be back in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. We'll be right back. Here you go.
Hello, this is Paul from Nik and Ivy Brewing Company. We are located at 1026 South State Street in historic downtown Lockport, Illinois. We are very excited to be partnering up with the FatMike ChicagoSports Show, as well as the 1252 brand, because we are one of the few Chicagoland breweries that embrace sports and sports culture. Come in for a fresh brewed beer made right here in Lockport while catching the game of your favorite team. Stay for the live music that we have booked every weekend, or just come for a cozy atmosphere to enjoy a good conversation with a friend, loved one, or complete stranger. Nik and Ivy makes you feel right at home no matter what the occasion is. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook by searching for Nik and Ivy Brewing Company. Visit our website for our up-to-date tap list, or to go shopping on our online store at nikivybrewing.com. That's Nikivy brewing.com. Come in today for a fresh brewed beer born and raised in Lockport, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Darren, licensed real estate broker with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group in Homer Glen. Are you looking to buy or sell? Have you been disappointed in the past? The Jonathan Darren team with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group focuses on providing you with a concierge level of service during the process of buying or selling. We are a service-oriented team with a fresh and professional approach to selling real estate. Our goal is to combine knowledge, skills, and passion to exceed our clients' expectations, and most of all, we truly care. We are a knowledgeable real estate team focused on offering expertise and innovative solutions for our clients. The Jonathan Darren team has 5 full-service real estate brokers and a dedicated full-time marketer servicing all of Chicagoland. We will customize a detailed plan around your timeline for a sale, purchase, investment, estate, or other needs. Real estate transactions can be stressful, but don't need to be. Let us handle it for you. Visit our website, homesbyjdt.com, or call 708-308-1938 today. Expect better in real estate. Choose the Jonathan Darren team.
Hey, this is your girl Ruby from Habano Cigars in Homer Glen, Illinois. We are the best cigar lounge around. From Davidoff exclusives to anything Placencias, from rare Opus X's and everything in between. We literally have it all. And if it's not here, we'll get it for you. Here at Habano Cigar Lounge, we host amazing and exceptional events on the last Thursday of every month. That includes free food, raffles, prizes, and giveaways. We're open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, Friday and Saturday 9 to 11, and on Sunday 10 to 10 p.m. Again, we are located at 133 West 143rd in Homer Glen, Illinois, so drop by and give us a call today, 708-590-6473. Habano Cigars, Homer Glen. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. All right, and every single one of them sponsors, Nik and Ivy, Jonathan Darren, and Habano Cigars, are absolutely amazing. Habano Cigars is where I've been going the last couple of weeks, grabbing my stogies, hanging out. Even with pneumonia, they have the best stogies around. I'm telling you, they have the best cigars around. So, on that note, guys, we're done. I'm not talking baseball anymore. We are talking football, because football starts tomorrow. Can you believe that? We have the Bills and the Rams kicking off tomorrow night. I cannot wait for this game. I have been itching and scratching and peeling myself for football for the last couple of weeks because, well, to be honest, all my fantasy baseball teams blow. Let's get real here. All my fantasy baseball teams are terrible. Justin Verlander hit the IL, and I'm done. I'm done now. I'm done. So, let's bring in our guy, Harry the Great here. He's sitting down there in St. Pete, Florida, in the Sunshine State, doing his thing, being an ass bag, doing whatever he's got to do down there. He's nice. He's just look at him. He's wearing a Sox jersey down in Florida. What an asshole.
Hang on. Look. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mikey. Oh, yeah. It's all about family, baby.
All about family.
You know, I had to wear this one. It's an actual autographed AJ Pierzynski. Sometime off the air, I'll tell you how I got his autograph. My wife did, but that's for a long story. Trust me.
That's a long story. It sounds like.
Yes,
it sounds like booby flashing is involved.
Slightly.
There we go.
AJ can't help himself.
There's a nip slip somewhere involved in that story. So Harry, we got you coming back. I cannot wait to have your show back this fall. Listen, man, you are a killer on the football circuit, and you are a killer making money for everybody across the board on 1252 here. Harry, what's your hot pick for Thursday, man? We got the Rams and Bills. Tough game.
You know, I'm glad you asked that because I'm going to tell you right now, Mike. It's week 1 in the National Football League.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for people that out there that don't know who I am, I've been a professional gambler for the most part of maybe 36, 37 years. I've had some really, really, really good years the past 3 or 4. It's been extraordinary the past couple of years. Be very careful in week 1. This is one of the hardest week 1s that I have seen in a long time.
It really is. There's a lot of division games, right, Harry? It's not just me, right?
No, it's not just you. I mean, we can go down the list. You got New Orleans at Atlanta. You got Cleveland at Carolina. That's not division. You have Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, Frisco at the Bears, which I'm going to go ahead and give a small pick out for that
I'm
tonight.
taking the Bears.
You can take the Bears. You can take the 49ers. It doesn't make a difference. The money is going to be smart if you just play the over. The total is 40. Its total is 40 points. San Francisco's defense is not all that, buddy. And Chicago's offense was very vanilla in the beginning part of the season. The over in this game looks really juicy. I think Justin Fields in this offense is going to go off between 17 and 21 points.
Okay.
So that's why I do like the over. But as far as this game coming up, tread lightly. Buffalo is the favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. They're on the road at the LA Rams. The Rams are a home underdog. And Mike, what have I always taught you, man?
Always take the underdog.
Oh, you like to play home dogs, but here's the kicker. There's a thing out there called the 88% rule, and I cannot believe that it's happening already in week 1 and on the very first game of the season. If the road team is a 2.5 point favorite, 88% of the times the home team not only covers but they win the game. If this line stays at 2.5 in Buffalo, bet the Rams because 88% of the time the home team's going to win. And the total there, you can't touch it. It's 52.5 points. I couldn't tell you what's going to happen. What that's telling me that both of these staunch defenses, they're not as good as what they're saying. But I will tell you this much. I think the Rams not only cover, but they win tomorrow night.
Ooh, okay. So you're taking the Rams plus the 2.5.
Yep.
All right.
Hey,
so that's your hot pick. That's Harry's hot pick for Thursday night. Make sure you guys tune in on
Absolutely.
on
Do you have someone else in your back room, Mike?
I don't think so. Do I? Let me see.
You might have one.
Let me see. If he's there, I'd love to bring him on because let me tell you, he is the man. I love him. If he's there. No, he's not there. He's not
He
there
might
yet.
come by. But you know what I was saying, Mike? People have to be very careful on week 1. I mean, there's some real sleepers. I still have to watch the rest of them. You got Green Bay.
I'm in one of those. What do they call it? The suicide pools, or what do you want to call it?
The suicide survivors. Survivors.
All right, and it's one of those ones where it's like, man, oh man, like I better pick a shit team real quick. To where they get my shit team. I'm going for it. I'm going for it this week, Harry. And listen, you can dog on me all you want. I think that the Bears are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers this week.
Explain to me why you feel that way.
Why do I feel that way?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are dogging this Bears offense right now with the offensive line additions that we've made here in Chicago. And not only that, I don't trust Trey Lance. I really do not trust Trey Lance with the offensive capability of of the San Francisco offense with the running backs, the tight ends. That's what they like to do. Deebo Samuel. I don't think he has a grasp of it yet. I'm going with the Bears this week. I think Justin Fields goes for 257, 2 touchdowns, a pick, and 1 rushing touchdown. That's where I'm going with Justin Fields this week. That's my goal for Justin Fields this week. I like this kid. I think he's going to be blowing it up. I think Justin Fields. Mark my words. I think Justin Fields is going to be a finalist for MVP of the NFL this year. I really do.
I think we're a year off from that. I love your candor, and I love your candor and your enthusiasm. If he's going to be an NFL
MVP,
me,
Harry, you know me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I shit on the Bears every single opportunity that I can. This year, I feel something different, man. I got a gut feeling. And you don't mess with a fat guy with a gut feeling.
Very good point. You know what? From your mouth to God's ears to fruition, I think there's too many questions on this team right now. I don't think they're going to be as bad as what people think they are going to be. I think they need to keep the offense very vanilla. I know that Justin Fields was quoted in saying that they didn't show anything in the preseason on the offense, but then again, you don't really have those targets and those weapons out there right now to be able to open up a huge playbook. But I think you're right about an NFL MVP. But the thing is, Mike, and it's a pretty bold prediction, if you're predicting that he's going to have that kind of accolade, you're talking about a playoff team. And
Yeah.
I think this team might be 1 year away from it.
No
I
way,
love what this team
Harry.
has done.
No way. The way this team is built, the way their schedule is built, this is a 10-7 team. And 10-7 is good enough to win the NFC North.
Woo!
I'm telling you, the Aaron Rodgers, no wide receivers. No wide receivers. Offensive line banged up. I'm telling you, this team has the opportunity to take over the NFC North this year. It has every making of doing it. Every making of doing it. The way I look at the Chicago Bears this year is the way I looked at the 2009 Chicago Blackhawks, where they lost to the Detroit Red Wings in the playoffs. They sit there. It's one of those teams where they're young and they're dumb enough to do it. That's exactly how I look at this team. The Chicago Bears are young and dumb enough to win the NFC North. And for somebody like me, it tears me apart because I want to sit there and I want to see them like, all right, just suck. All right, your goal is to stink, get the best playoff, get the best pick you possibly can, go forward, draft them, do what you got to do. But this team, I'm telling you,
great points, man. Those are some really, really great points. But
this
after
team
watching
right now, I'm telling you, they can do it. I'm saying their first 5 games are 4-1.
Wow. That's a really strong prediction, Mike, because I watched all 3 preseason games, especially the first quarter when you're playing the 1s and the 2s on there. And I seen a lot of positive things, and I even seen a lot of gap discipline, especially on the defensive line, which I thought was going to be the weak spot of this team. And in all reality, it looks like it's one of the positives. I still see a lot of holes on the offensive line. The tight end play, everybody's saying how Cole Kmet's taken to the next step. He's still slow getting off the line. But you know what? I see a lot of improvements. I just don't know how good they're going to be in regards to how they're going to hold up on that pass protection. And if Justin Fields is correct that this team has been very vanilla in the offseason, in the preseason, showing what they're going to do on offense, I'm going to be kind of perplexed on how they're going to be able to run these type of plays when you don't have the talent that's really around him. I hope I'm wrong. And believe me, I've seen teams that have had less talent have a lot of success, in the regular season. But, man, I tell you what, they usually call that a team that wins with smoke and mirrors.
Right. No, and Harry, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. All right, listen, I'm sitting here and I'm hopping on and I'm drinking all this Bears Kool-Aid. Let me tell you, I truly am. I really, really am. Cole Kmet, I don't think he has hands. I think he catches the ball with his body a little too much.
Yeah.
But, with David Montgomery and Herbert.
Yeah, you're talking about Montgomery. I want to ask you, are you catching the same information up there? Because there's not speculations. There's rumors that have come out of the Chicago Bears clubhouse and management that David Montgomery, let me get really close to the camera, he doesn't fit this offensive game plan.
No,
what the hell are they talking about? They're saying that the coaching staff said this.
I don't know what you're hearing down there, but our guy over here at 12-2, Matt Bannon, says he has heard that. And, why would they draft him is what he's saying. And,
no, they didn't. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Matt Eberflus and I'm still here, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. But what I'm saying is that he was drafted, but not by this regime. They're saying that David Montgomery. Let me repeat this and look into the camera. David Montgomery, this guy that's got like 0 miles on the tires in the 3 years that he's been here, and he's going to be playing for a contract year, and it's leaking out that he doesn't fit the scheme for this offense. I don't know what they're talking about. They're saying, well, he's going to have to use his hands a lot more. The guy's got great hands.
In the last couple of years, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm trying to be PC because I have to be PC. All right, but I have no idea what they're talking about. David Montgomery has been a godsend to the Chicago Bears team. He has been everything and anything that the Bears have ever wanted behind a makeshift crap offensive line. All right, now if you give him some talent in front of him, you still don't know what he can do with some people in front of him. Okay, like that's a big thing. All right, and David Montgomery has been through. He's been beaten. He's been battered. He's been ran through the gutter with crap offensive line play.
I always thought he has good hands. They're alluding.
You can't even give this guy a full grade.
No, you can't because they haven't used them. But am I wrong?
It's the same exact thing in my mind, where you can't give David Montgomery a grade, just like you can't give Justin Fields a grade behind this crap offensive line.
Correct. But I don't think they're as bad as what people are saying right now on this offensive line. I think they got a lot better really quick. My question is this, and this is what I don't understand. You know, rumors are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Pardon my expression there. But here's the kicker. They're saying that he's going to have to be more user-friendly rolling out of the backfield, catching the ball. I'm sorry. I thought David Montgomery has great hands.
Last year. He had 40 catches out of the backfield last year.
I mean, it's not Matt Forte where he caught 110 under the weirdo.
Let's get real here. Who is Matt Forte? He was the poor man's LaDainian Tomlinson. Let's get real here.
Yep.
Okay? But if he can still grab 40 to 50 balls out of the backfield,
I think he'll grab more in that in this offense. If they utilize him correctly, I think he's going to actually be better under this regime than they were. And they're actually saying that they like Khalil Herbert better than they like Matt Forte for this offense. And that's just the opposite. Now, Khalil Herbert, he can't catch the ball like not Matt Forte, but like David Montgomery Cam coming out of the backfield. So I think it's just a bunch of rumors that people are just trying to stir the pot. Someone's got to be the chef of the poo-poo soup, and I think someone's doing it up there.
Listen, I think David Montgomery is the best back that we could ask for right now for the Chicago Bears.
Right.
I truly believe that. He is a straight up and downhill runner. He can break it out to the outside and create some monuments momentum and get some yards. This is exactly what you need for the Bears going forward. You need David Montgomery. He's not Jordan Howard. He's not that guy. For everybody who sits there and says, "Oh my God, I miss Jordan Howard," blah 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 blah.
Jordan Howard couldn't catch a pass out of the backfield.
Exactly. Jordan Howard couldn't catch a fucking cold. All right, let's get real here. All right, he couldn't catch water if he fell out of a boat. I mean, let's be honest here. David Montgomery is the best back that you've had since Matt Forte. You have to ride that ship going forward and ride him as far as you can go. Khalil Herbert in the background, that's fantastic. Go do what you got to do. Do what you have to do. Hopefully he can learn from David Montgomery. Hopefully he can be serviceable like David Montgomery and picking up pass block, picking up run block, picking up, everything. That's exactly what you need. David Montgomery is that guy. David Montgomery coming out of the backfield, catching 40 passes a year, that's a win in my book.
Yeah.
That's a definite win in my book. Now, Harry, the captains were released today for the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
You have Justin Fields, Cody Whitehair, Roquan Smith, and Robert Quinn, and David Montgomery is the rotational captain. How do you feel about that?
I have no problem with that at all, Mike. I'll be honest with you. I mean, did you say Robert Quinn was proud of that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't even know if Robert Quinn's going to make week one, to be honest with you. Again, they're still really starting to hype this up that he's going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Boy, look who's in the back room. Can I bring him in?
Let's bring him in.
What's up, brother?
Oh, there he is.
How you doing?
Look at this guy. He still needs that beard.
I'm not getting that beard. I'm gonna stay clean shaven here for a little
bring
bit.
That beard back, Peter Blake. Guys, really quick, Peter Blake from the Sports Web down there in Tampa. Guy is a huge Tampa Bay fan, but also loves Chicago sports. I love Peter Blake. Peter Blake loves me, and it's all about family. 2'6" with a 3-foot prick. Peter Blake is with us right now. I love this man. He's great. Fantastic. Peter Blake, how we doing, my man?
Hey, hang on. Don't forget, this is Peter's walk-up music.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
I love that music. I love it. It's great. I absolutely love it. I'm ready to do my show here on I Love Satan and the Hub and Anthem of Sports. Get you ready for the NFL season.
It's all about family, baby. It's all about family.
Oh, God.
3-foot prick.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the man, Mr. Peter Blake.
Mr. Peter
Blake. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Hey, on Friday night, you always have the Greek and a little Pete. It's going to be a great night. Peter, how you doing tonight, man? Thanks for coming on for a few minutes.
I'm
got your little Pete. I'm doing good, man. I'm getting ready to do a show at 9 o'clock. Talk about, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and around the National Football League, getting everybody ready to go. We got 1 day away, fellas, until it really starts.
Football kicks off, man. Football kicks off. Now, Peter, I know, and Harry knows that your allegiance lies with Chicago.
A little bit.
Love Chicago. You
There
love
is-
Chicago.
I grew up on it. There
All
was
right.
no
So how do you feel? All right. We're not talking Tampa Bay shit because this is a Chicago show here. Okay.
All right.
We're not talking Tampa Bay nothing.
Here, say that again, Mike. I got you big screen. Say that again.
We're not talking Tampa Bay shit.
Okay.
All right. We're talking this right here, baby. Chicago Bears, baby.
Okay.
Chicago Bears.
All right.
All right. Now, Pete. Now, how do you feel about the Chicago Bears? Right now, they're overrunners at 5.5. 5.5 on wins. Where do you feel this team lies right now?
It could be less. I mean, I just
You're
don't.
going with the majority.
I mean, I don't think they've done enough for this young quarterback, and I'm really afraid for him, to tell you the truth. I understand it, but then again, I don't understand it. You got Justin Fields, semi-talented, sacked 38 times last year. Really didn't do a lot in the offseason to improve that offensive line. We'll see a bunch of young kids at that point. And then you look at the wide receivers beside Darnell Mooney. I mean, what else do you have to throw to? So it's going to be running the ball a lot. You're going to have to manage the game. You're going to have to depend on that defense. And the problem with that is you have some defensive losses on this unit. Not only Khalil Mack going to the Chargers, but, of course, Akeem Hicks coming down here to Tampa. So I get what the Bears are trying to do. I just think they've really set up Fields to fail this year.
See, now, Peter, I'm glad you brought that up, okay? I'm glad you brought the loss of Khalil Mack up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people up here are sitting there saying, hey, Khalil Mack's a big loss. 6 games, 6 sacks last year in 2021.
Sure.
This is the thing that this is what I'm saying. In today's NFL, Peter, what is the big thing in today's NFL? How do teams score points?
I mean, you got to throw the ball usually. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to throw the ball.
And what did the Bears do in the draft this year? Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon.
Yeah,
teaming up with Jalen Johnson, teaming up with that piece of shit fucking Harry Berg. Who's that guy? Eddie Jackson. Thank you.
Right.
That fucking turd sandwich, Eddie Jackson. Okay, but if you team them up, Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson,
right,
and Jaquan Brisker, this is a big thing. So, how much of a loss is Khalil Mack when you support the back end of the field in today's NFL, where it's a pass heavy offense, a pass heavy defense? You got to secure your secondary.
Well, I think you're kind of backwards here because, yeah, you can secure your secondary, but at the end of the day, Mike, it's all predicated on the pressure you get on the quarterback. And when you get rid of –
they still got guys. They still have guys to create pressure.
Right. Robert Quinn, and I think that's about it. I mean, I know
Roquan.
Yeah, Roquan. Roquan was a little bit disappointed.
Especially now in a 4-3.
Right. So, again, it's all predicated on the pressure. Did they do enough in that offseason to make you feel like, you know what, this defense hasn't taken a step back? I'm not really sure. And I want to see the Bears do well. I want to see Bears fans not be miserable. But I really don't understand what the organization is doing besides rebuilding and trying to free up cap for next year. I get it. They're going to have, possibly over $80 million in cap.
We have over $100 million in cap going into next year, of course.
Yeah,
Yes,
and they're going to have a good portion of it. But I'd like to give one little response to that.
Go ahead, Harry, go ahead.
You see, Peter, what you haven't seen is they have made a lot of moves, especially on the offensive line. They have picked up they picked up 2 or 3 different offensive linemen. Are they the best around? No, but I'll tell you what, they're going to commit to the run. They're going to use their tight ends a lot. They're going to have success moving the ball on the ground. That I promise you they're going to do. And they're going to actually bring an offensive game plan, unlike what they did for Mitch Trubisky, set him up to fail. They are going to try to make this quarterback, and I'm actually really optimistic by what they're going to try to game plan for him. They're going to call what they're going to call more rollouts for him. They're not going to have him sitting by. He's not going to be a Tom Brady like they were trying to make a Mitch Trubisky, and then force a Mitch Trubisky out of the pocket to roll and make something happen. These are going to be actual. That's right, Chicago fans. actual design plays for your quarterback to roll out to look at the tight end and then a wide receiver. And that's what I'm really happy about. And you don't need the best offensive lineman to run this type of offense. And you have $100 million in cap. It's going to be nice to be a Bears fan in the next 2 to 3 years.
You're going to have to wait. That's the thing. You're going to have to wait.
Especially, Peter, especially if they build that stadium.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Peter. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead,
Well,
Peter.
no, I mean, look, I get it. You're going to have to wait 2 years from now. But what about this year? What happens if he does fail? What happens if he does have interceptions and he doesn't necessarily have all the potential in the world and fans start calling for him? Is that his fault or is that the organization's fault? That's what I'm kind of worried about. And then on top of it, look, there's only so many hits a quarterback can take at the end of the day of being a young quarterback to where you can ruin his mentality, right? I mean, you had David Carr for the Houston Texans sacked so many times that eventually you start to see ghosts. So that's what you're kind of worried about with this young kid. And I don't think the organization has done right by him. If he fails this year, it's not on Justin Fields. It's on the Chicago Bear organization. They haven't done enough, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
And you may be absolutely correct with this, but Peter, I got to tell you, man, and this is just my own opinion. When you have an offensive style game plan that you're bringing from Indianapolis to Chicago, it is a run first mentality. So your likelihood of getting your quarterback killed is going to be very minimal because you're only going to be passing 15 to 20 times a game. They're going to live and die by this run, and they're going to set it up. And I'll tell you what, I think he'll have just the opposite. I think he's going to have. You're not on mute, but I think they're going to have tremendous success.
I'm not on mute. I need a beer.
Yes. You're here. Hey, Pete.
Hey, how you doing?
I think they're going to have tremendous success, actually just the opposite, because of the fact that they're going to pass the ball a lot less this year. And when they do, it's going to count, Peter. That's just my opinion.
I mean, and you can absolutely have that opinion. You can get away with having a DLG quarterback, but the reason why you drafted Justin Fields in the first place is because you want him to make all those throws. You want him to make those plays. And when you're just counting on the running game, and again, I love the whole balanced, but you're basically telling me he's going to be a DLG quarterback. If you're going to be a DLG quarterback, you kind of hinder and limit his capabilities. So I'll be interested to see what the Bears do. It may be over 5 wins. They may surprise us. I just remember a coach coming in here by the name of Tony Dungy, and the first 8 weeks it was 0-8, and they wanted to get rid of him. He was a defensive-minded coach. It didn't look like he had a plan, and then eventually it got cohesive. Everybody got together, and they finished out that season 6-10, and then the very next year they made the playoffs. That may be the case with this team this year. I just asked Chicago Bear fans to be patient. They've been very patient, and I want to see some results come out here, but I feel like it's going to be, once again, somewhat of a very frustrating year. So, keep your expectations in check. That's all I would have to say.
Absolutely. As Chicago Bear fans, me sitting here, me being a diehard Chicago Bear fan, Pete, Pete and Harry, patience has gone out through the window.
Sure.
All right, let's get real. We want a winning team, and we want a winning team not now, but right now.
Right.
Right. That's what it boils down to. We're tired of mediocrity. We're tired of drafting 15th and 18th and 17th in the draft. We want to be a winning team. And every fan and everybody in Chicago here wants that to happen. Okay, we don't want any more of these mediocrity picks. We don't want anything. Right now, me, myself, being a diehard Bear fan, me not being a guy who's sitting here being a vocal, being a, how do I say this, Harry? How do I say this, Pete? Me being a mouth to talk about sports. Okay, me being a guy who can sway the ears that hear us. Okay. Mm-hmm. Me being a fan, random Joe sitting on my couch. It's either this: either you suck and make me happy and get a high draft pick, okay, or you go out and go 10-7.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
I think
me sitting down here in the beautiful Whistle Sports Bar and Grill 159 Studios down here in downtown Lockport.
Very nice. Congratulations.
I am sitting here, and I firmly believe that this team is going to overperform this year and go 10-7.
Okay.
Because their first 7 games are fucking laughable. I mean, let's get real here. You play the Jets, you play the Houston Texans, you play the Falcons. I mean, come on. Their first 5 games, they're going 4-1, baby.
All right.
They're going 4-1. What
I
happens
know.
after that? You play the Giants, you play the Jets, you play the Falcons, you play whoever. Detroit
I mean,
twice.
certainly
Vikings
winnable games.
Pete, you remember this puff pass? Can you hand it to me so I can give it to him?
I know. Listen. I know it's one of those things, but I seriously think that the Bears are dumb and young enough to go 10-7.
I mean, he makes an astute point because, at the end of the day,
their schedule is softer than puppy shit, man.
Well, I mean, you've got the Jets, you've got, the Giants.
The Jets are not a walk. Let me tell you something. The Jets are not a walk in the park.
Until the Jets do something, I'm not going to believe that. I mean,
you can say that about the Bears, too.
Well, you're right about that, but I tell you right now, the Jets are going to start with Joe Flacco. We'll see how that works out and how long that works out for. Of course, Zach Wilson injured in the preseason, so the coach making that decision today. But you're exactly right. Some winnable games there. And at the end of the day, the most important ones are against what? The Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions. And I think all those teams at this point are improved. Even saying the Packers, I think the Packers did take a step back. I think Minnesota took a step up, and Detroit.
Yeah, and that's another thing I got to tell you. This is why.
Really quick,
go ahead.
Harry, really quick. When I said the Bears are going to go 4-1 in their first 5 games, that includes them beating the Packers week 2.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Again,
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
The Packers have gone backwards, Peter. And I will tell you this. The past 3 years, they've talked about how Minnesota is going to overtake this division, and all they've done is just shit the bed. Okay? Right. Until Minnesota shows me they can continue to win. And I pray that they keep this guy named Kirk Cousins up there. Okay? Just keep him up there because he's just – oh, forget about it. But anyway,
they feel
it's just ridiculous. Kirk Cousins, 33-7 last year. You're gonna shit on the guy?
Absolutely, 33-7. Take a look at the bad teams he's beaten.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He
but
sucks.
They feel like that offense is going to be more explosive because of the new coach now and getting rid of a Mike Zimmer who's highly conservative. And you look at the Bears situation, you're absolutely correct. They can beat those teams. Will they be able to put those wins together? Will they be able to learn how to win? We shall see, because it is a young team. It is a new coaching staff, and it does take some time. But look, anything is possible in the National Football League. We talk about it every year. Who thought that the Cincinnati Bengals were going to make it to the Super Bowl? Not anybody. You know why?
I did. Ask Harry. I did.
Not anybody, because of Joe Burrow coming off an injury, because the Bengals are the Bengals.
Fucking seriously, ask Harry right now. I seriously did. Like week 6.
But
I called it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to introduce to you Forrest Mike.
Okay. Well, here you go. There you go. And here's the thing here, Forrest. You may have been right about that, but the point of the matter is they got into the playoffs. They got hot at the right time. If you can get hot at the right time, you never know what's going to happen. But this is somewhat of a tough division still. Well, and it's all predicated on, once again, this quarterback. And can he do enough in his second year? It's a lot to ask. But with that being said, that early part of the schedule, it's a lot easier than what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to have to face in their next 4 games. So
let me make one thing perfectly clear. Hold on.
Yes.
Let me make one thing perfectly clear here, ladies and gentlemen who are watching the show, and the respected people on the panel. The Cincinnati Bengals, you heard it, on September 7th, 2022, will not make the playoffs this year. They're not even winning their division. They had their run last year. I'm just letting you know that, and I will take anybody. I will take anybody's action on this.
Harry, who is winning? Who is winning that division?
Listen, I don't have my crystal ball out. All I'm going to tell you right now is that the Cincinnati Bengals are a very overrated football team. And you want to know who's going to win? Who? Here you go. Here. I don't know if he's correct. My boy, Mr. Jeff Stassi. Jeff, what's up, brother?
No, the wrong division.
I know. He knows that. I'm just saying. He wants to say the Colts. He likes the Colts.
Well,
I know Jeff Stassi. I love Jeff. Jeff, thank you for
let me go.
Awesome.
Let me go ahead and just ask you guys now. Mike, whoever's in that division, Who has the chance to beat Cincinnati if Cincinnati doesn't win? Who is it?
It's Pittsburgh.
Okay, thank you. How about it, Peter?
I would think there's anybody that has a chance, the best chance to win in that division, it's either Cincinnati or Baltimore.
Okay, Baltimore is a very good choice. Baltimore would be my top choice. Pittsburgh would be my second choice. And don't sleep on Pittsburgh because that defense can still play, and they have a plethora, that's a Leo word, of offensive weapons, especially.
Plethora.
Yeah, plethora, not clitora, plethora. I know, I actually said that at a show one time. But anyway, they have a plethora of wide receivers, okay, there, and they have a great running game. And you know what? They haven't had a losing season.
I mean,
Mike, how long has it been
what's-
since
we
they had a
don't-
losing season?
We don't know what's going on with Najee Harris. Let's be legit here. He's got a Liz Frank injury on an Achilles. We don't know how much that's gonna damage him going into the season. He has been set back because of that injury, and who knows? I mean, listen, that's the reason why I shied away from this man in fantasy football, because of the Liz Frank injury. And listen, I could be a dumbass for shying away from him. Okay, fine. I'm okay with that. But I'm much rather take a guy that's healthy. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you what, guys, I got to run. I got to do my show at 9 o'clock.
No.
On with you guys. I will come on again. We will revisit this conversation about the Chicago Bears and what they do here.
Right, well,
And that'll be Friday
leave.
night.
Friday night. There you
Before
go.
You leave, Before you leave, Harry, hit the music.
All right, hold on. That's right. Stand by. I mean, I got to hear this, okay, guys?
Hit the music, baby.
All right, hang on.
Nope.
All right, hang on. Peter, be nice.
All right, I'll be nice.
What's up, Mikey? How you doing, baby?
This is the Peter Blake intro. I'm Fat Mike, hanging out with y'all.
Oh
my God. Bay Area, Peter Blake is fluffing some dong.
Oh, God. All right, come out of here. See you later.
Peter, before you leave,
Yes.
I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, my brother.
Well, of course, on I Love St. Pete, the Hub, and Amped Up Sports. Like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube, and do 3 things for me on the evolution of sports talk television. Bring your passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. I'm your host, Peter Blake, giving you something to think about. Have a great night, guys.
Don't bring any
nonsense.
Peter, you take care of yourself.
Bye, guys.
4'6", baby.
That's right, baby. That's all you and me.
Vin
I
Diesel.
absolutely love that guy. You know what, Mike? I
love Peter Blake.
I got to go to myself, my brother.
What?
I've got absolutely, man. I gave out my hot pick. I got my wife going. I'm going to let you finish up your show. But, you know, buddy, you're the man. You're the absolute man. I thank you so much for having me on as the crowning jewel.
Wow,
Mr.
Mr.
Fat
All right, so
Fat
Harry,
Mike
so
himself.
how do we touch base with you? Friday night? What time?
I'll tell you what, you're going to see me again this Friday night. We're going to be a half hour early. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central, right here on 1252 Sports, the Sports Web, but primarily 1252 Sports. With Peter Blake, I'm Harry the Greek. Cannot wait to talk about all the picks I'm going to go ahead and give you for this week 1 in the National Football League. I might even be able to sprinkle a couple of baseball picks in there for you.
Perfect. And what's your hot pick? One more time before you leave us. What's your hot pick for tomorrow night, Thursday night's game?
For those of you that want to make straight wagers, go ahead and just take the LA Rams on the money line. Don't even bother taking them plus the 2.5 points. It falls under the 88% rule. 88% of the time that the road team is favored by 2.5 points, the home team not only covers, but they actually win. If you're more an advanced type of player, go ahead and leave what they call an open parlay. Take it for small money. You take the Rams, and then you leave it open until you want to figure out what to fill that parlay in with maybe a later pick. And you can get the rest of those picks on Friday night. Good luck. Thanks for having me on, and you guys have a super great evening.
Harry, thanks for hopping on with us, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for giving us all your picks, and I cannot wait for your show on Friday, my man. Thank you so much.
See you later, my brother. Take care, and go White Sox. Bye.
Take care. Boo. All right, Harry the Greek and Peter Blake. thanks for those guys for hopping on with us. I really do appreciate that. Both those guys do a great job down there in Tampa, giving everything and every hot bet that is. I mean, listen, you want to win money, you got to listen to those two because they are the ones that are giving out the hot bets. They are fantastic. Really quick before we start diving into a little bit more and more, I got the Bears game-by-game win-loss schedule for you guys before I come back from the break, and the predictions across the league. The thing that I want to talk about is the power rankings via CBS. I don't know what kind of BS this is, but this is absolutely ridiculous. And when we come back, that's what we're going to be talking about. So, on that note, you guys hang back, and we will be right back. So here we go.
Fuzzy football, are you ready, brother? Real football action on a glossy game surface played shuffle style. Slide a shuffle puck at pass or run targets, and a free mobile app keeps track of every game detail. Easy to learn, but this game of skill is difficult to master. Take care of the ball, or turnovers will kill your drive. The game is guaranteed to get your competitive fire burning, and it's perfectly sized to take anywhere. The park, a barbecue, your next tailgate, or fun at home on game nights. Fuzzy football is simply the best, most realistic and competitive game of football available anywhere. Add defense when your skill improves and take the game to the next level. The perfect mix of fast action and real football drama, where a last-second Hail Mary can break hearts or make champions.
Hi, this is Kathy O'Connell at Coach's Corner, located at 8118 West 143rd Street in Orland Park. Our phone number is 708-364-1026. We are Orland Park's #1 sports bar. Come in for our wonderful beer menu and seltzers with a fully stocked bar. Watch a game, drink a beer, and try something off our amazing menu. We have everything to choose from: nachos, potato skins, and our house-made bar chips to start off with. Then try our tacos, burgers, and one of our delicious sandwiches. And don't leave without trying our famous jumbo wings. They do not disappoint. Coach's Corner. It will sure to become your local bar. Again, we are located at 8118 West 143rd Street in Orland Park. Come see us today.
Megaplex Sports Complex is a 78,000 square foot center filled with hardwood and turf. They have baseball rentals with batting cages, softball, soccer, lacrosse, gymnastics, cheerleading, cornhole, basketball, volleyball, and pickleball. It also features a bar and grill with the best pizza and beef sandwiches around. They cater to events such as birthdays, graduations, corporate parties, as well as memorabilia shows. Check them out at Megaplex Sports Complex, 15301 South Bell Road in Homer Glen, 708-966-4210.
All right, and what's up? And we are back, and we still have a lot to get into tonight. We're going to be talking about the Bears some more. I mean, come on, it's kicking off this Sunday. And this Sunday, guys, don't forget, this Sunday we have the 1252 tailgate over at Nik Ivy Brewing Company, where it's $40 a ticket. And with that $40, you get 3 free raffle tickets. You get 2 free beers and a pizza buffet. All you can eat pizza buffet. So make sure you get on nikivybrewing.com on their online order menu, and they will. It's right there. That's all you gotta do. nikivybrewing.com online order menu. Buy your tickets. Plain and simple. It's awesome. It's super easy, super quick, super fun, and make sure you guys come on down there. We're gonna have a pregame show, a pregame radio spot. We're gonna be talking about the Bears 49ers. After that, we're going to be hanging out, watching the game, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to be sitting there, me and Fred, come on up, talk sports with us. It's going to be a fun time. And then we got the release, the Fat Mike Chicago Sports, the Fat Mike Chicago Lager, the Fred Hubner IPA. It's going to be a great time down there over at Nik and Ivy. Make sure you guys get yourselves on down there. But not only that, the Bears predictions. All right. I've been on this for the past couple of weeks. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Everybody thinks I'm absolutely insane. And I'm going to pull up the schedule here. Okay. Here we go. I already got it pulled up. I think the Bears are going to win week 1 against the 49ers. I think the Bears win this week 24-21. That's my game schedule. That's my game prediction. I'm gonna say Justin Fields, 257, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and Dave Montgomery a running touchdown. That's what I'm saying. 24-21. Carlos Santos with a kick to win the game, 24-21. I said the Bears. All right. Now we're going on to week 2. Everybody hold on to your britches here. Okay, we're going to go through the entire schedule. I said the Bears beat the Packers in week 2 as they're still trying to figure out who's the number 1 wide receiver up there in Green Bay. I'm saying the Bears beat the Packers in Green Bay to go on to 2-0. They're going to blow by the Texans. They're going to blow by the Giants. They're 4-0. Okay, 4-0. They play the Vikings in Minnesota. This is going to be a tough game for the Bears. Jalen Johnson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. It's going to be a tough game. I said the Bears lose this game, and they go on to 4-1. They go on and play the Commanders, the Washington football team, whatever the fuck you want to call this team at this point. They blow the Commanders out because Carson Wentz stinks. All right? Carson Wentz stinks. They play the Patriots in New England. I'm going to say they beat the Patriots in New England. That's going to be a good game, and I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those games that we look back on this year. Man, I can't believe they beat New England. I can't believe they beat New England. So at this point, the Bears are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 5 and 1, 6 and 1 at the Patriots game. 6 and 1. All right, now listen, I may be drinking too much Bears Kool-Aid. I get it. But I'm telling you, 6 and 1 coming up against the Cowboys in Dallas. They lose to Dallas. 6 and 2. They beat the Dolphins the next week. 7 and 2. They beat the Lions the next week. 8 and 2. They beat the Falcons the next week. 9 and 2. They beat the Jets the next week. 10 and 2. They lose to the Eagles. 10 and 3. They lose to the Bills. 10 and 4. They beat the Lions 11 and 4. And they lose to the Vikings 11 and 5. Now listen, I have been up and down, over and out, every which way and in between about this Bears schedule. I said that they were going to go 10 and 7. Now I'm saying they're going to go 11 and 6. So who knows what's going on with this team? But they have everything to make this year a very special year. Young talent, young kids that are young and dumb enough to do it. I'm telling you, they're a good team. With the addition of Jaquan Brisker, and with the addition of Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson, this team has stacked up its secondary tremendously. And that's exactly what you need in today's NFL. This team is going to be a good team, and they are not going to be stopped. That secondary is going to be vicious. Vicious. Mark my words right here. September 7th, 2022 at 8:05 p.m. That secondary for the Chicago Bears is going to be absolutely ridiculous with those three guys in the backfield. Along with Roquan Smith, along with Robert Quinn rushing the passer. Come on. What else? I mean, let's get real here. Those guys are ridiculous. All right. And the other thing I want to touch on is the power rankings via CBS. The power rankings via CBS has the Bears ranked 30th, only above the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Seriously? Get out of here, bro. The Seattle Seahawks stink. The Atlanta Falcons, Marcus Mariota, Geno Smith, and the Seattle Seahawks, both those teams stink. All right? They have the Saints rated number 6, which famous Jameis, who loves to throw the ball to the other team. They have the Texans rated number 26. They have the Giants rated number 28. The Jets rated number 29. And the Bears are 30th? You got to be kidding me right now. Come on, man. Let's get real. Come on. Let's be like seriously. Break it down. The Bears are 30th on CBS's power rankings with their schedule, with who they play. They play a bunch of half-assed dog shit teams, and you're ranking them 30th? Get out of here, man. And Nate Atkins from the Bears Wire released today. Nate Atkins, if you guys follow me, great follow. Great follow. Nate Atkins, he's a good dude. I like the guy. Good people. Good people. He releases today, again, he's from the Bears Wire. The Bears are interested in signing Odell Beckham. I don't know about this. I don't like Odell Beckham on this team. I don't want Odell Beckham on this team. Are you kidding me? Who wants Odell Beckham on this Chicago Bears team? Think about it. Break it down. Figure it out. Use your head. Who wants Odell Beckham on this Chicago Bears team? I know I don't. A prima donna wide receiver bitching and complaining every single fucking down about how he wants the ball? No. I do not want Odell Beckham on this team. But I think they're better than the Saints this year. I think they finished with a better record than the Saints this year. The Saints are trash. Mark my words. September 7th, 2022, Matt. Mark it. September 7th, 2022. The Bears will finish with a better record than the New Orleans Saints, who are ranked, power ranking by CBS, 6. Get out of here. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is ridiculous. All right, guys. On that note, we got to get the hell out of here. It's time for me to eat some food. We got some other stuff to do here at 12:52. I'm super happy to be back. Thank you for everybody that chimed in tonight. Thank you for everybody that chimed in and watched. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Nik and Ivy, the Jonathan Darren team over at Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group, Coach's Corner, Fozzie Football, the Megaplex out in Homer Glen, and Game On Bar and Grill. Habano Cigars, that's where it's at, man. I can't wait to get more stogies. I'm going to be going there tomorrow, even though I'm just getting over pneumonia. Papa Joe's in Lockport and Orland Park. You guys are the best. Great pizza, great food, awesome beer, awesome people. My guy Anthony over there, he's the best. Stagecoach Saloon, fantastic. Can't wait to see my girl again. She always pours me the best drinks around. And last but not least, The Whistle, Sports Bar and Grill, 159. My guys over there, love these guys. They're the best. They have this punch. It's unbelievable. This thing is, man, I tell you, it's unbelievable. They have their own vodka. They have their own beer. They have the coldest beer around, let me tell you. And they have amazing food out there. It's the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill, 159 out in Tinley Park. Make sure you guys get your asses on there because it's fantastic. We got a couple more comments in the group here. We got John Gonzalez, agreed on the Saints. Yes, the Saints stink. I'm telling you, the Saints stink. Texans will be the worst. I agree, Jeff Stassi. The Texans are terrible. Davis Mills sucks balls. And we got John Gonzalez. Great show. John, thank you for chiming in, my man. John runs a great page over on Facebook. It's absolutely amazing. John, thank you for chiming in. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. And I cannot wait to see you guys on Sunday. On Sunday, do not forget the live show that we have going on, the kickoff, the tailgate, 12:52, over at Nik Ivy Brewing. You go to Nik Ivy Brewing, nikivybrewing.com, and you can get your tickets on their online menu. It's $40 a ticket. You get 2 free beers, 3 free raffle tickets to win a Sox bundle, a Cubs bundle, or a Bears bundle, and also, you get to hang out and watch the pregame show between Fred Hubner and I. You get to hang out for the watch party with Fred Hubner and I, and a pizza party. All you can eat pizza. You can stuff your fat face with a bunch of pizza, and it's all right there at Nik and Ivy. So make sure you guys get there at nikivybrewing.com. It's going to be fantastic. And my guy Mike Grizzlack, pissed I'm missing it. Grizz Grub working on an event. I'm pissed that you're missing it too, Mike. I'm pissed you're missing it. My guy Grizz Grub, Mike and his wife do a great job over at Grizz Grub. They come on, they're always pimping out some amazing food. They make a great chili with the Fat Mike Chicago beer. And that's the other thing. Don't forget the Fat Mike Chicago Lager and the Hubner IPA is going to be available on Sunday as well. So guys, don't forget, Friday, Harry is back giving you all your hot picks. On Sunday, Fred and I are doing the pregame show, doing everything we possibly can to get you guys pumped up and ready for the Bears and 49ers. It's going to be a great time. Get yourselves on down to Nik Ivy Brewing. It's going to be a fantastic time. The Fat Mike Chicago, the Hubner beer is going to be released. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to be hanging out, drinking a bunch of beer, eating a bunch of food. It's going to be great. And then Monday night, we got Fred again. Fred coming on, talking about all the great beers that he's drank over the week. So on end, guys, thank you so much. We really do appreciate you guys coming on out and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you again. It's been fantastic. I will see you guys on Sunday. Don't forget about Harry's Over Under podcast with Peter Blake, talking about all the hot bets he's going to be making on Friday for Sunday and all the football games that are going on. On end, guys, we are out of here, and we will talk to you guys next week. Thank you, guys. It's been great to be back. It's been awesome. I missed this. I really, really, really did miss this. So I'm out of here, guys. Forrest Gump wave. I'm out.
Thank you for listening to 1252 Sports Chicago.